All right. Good morning, guys. This is Coach King. Today, I will be going over your guys' nutrition plan project. Okay. So, before you even kind of start looking at what you want to do, I want you to make sure you understand the difference between what the sixth graders are going to be doing for their project and what the seventh graders are going to be doing for their project. Fairly similar, but the seventh graders are going to be asked to go a little bit farther in what they produce. Okay, so sixth graders, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be developing a nutrition plan for a specific client to follow. Okay, this nutrition plan must include all five of your food groups. And we went over our food groups, right? The dairy, protein, fruits, vegetables, and then grains. The nutrition plan must also include a meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for your client to follow. So you don't have to include all five of those food groups in each meal, but all five of those food groups must be distributed amongst your three meals for the day, which are your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Seventh graders, you're doing the same thing, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding in addition to breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you have to incorporate a snack for your client to have in their nutrition plan, and you also have to list uh, foods that they must stay away from, okay, or limit, and their potential negative effects on the body. So that could be, for instance, maybe you want your client to stay away from soda. Okay, well, you list that, and then you talk about why they should stay away from soda and some of maybe the negative effects on the body that soda could have. And so you're going to go ahead and incorporate that. And I'll get into detail later on in this video on what that's going to look like. Okay. So I'm going to go briefly. You guys can read over the engage part on your own. I'm going to go into detail on the directions. And so I broke it down for you guys here. So all five food groups must be included within your nutrition plan. You need to have a meal for breakfast, and then you need to have a brief explanation of why you chose those specific ingredients. Okay, you must have a lunch and the same explanation. Why did you choose to have those particular ingredients for lunch, and so on and so forth. Um, on addition to that, guys, you have to, and I'm looking at this area right here, you have to incorporate a concept or ingredient from the Japanese or Korean diet. The concept or ingredient must be used in one of the three meals, but does not have to be used in all three of the meals. So let me give you an example. Would be like the Japanese love to incorporate tofu into their diet. So then what you would do then is take that concept and then incorporate tofu into your one of your meals for your client. And so that's just an example of what you could do within your guys' nutrition plan. Seventh graders, again, you guys are doing pretty much the same thing, but your additions are you have to add a snack, which can be distributed anytime. That could be between breakfast and lunch, or between lunch and dinner, or even after dinner, wherever you think it's necessary. You also have to, of course, the same as the sixth graders, incorporate that concept or ingredient from the Japanese and Korean diet. And then that add-on is the recommendations of food that you think the client should stay away from or limit, and the negative effects on the body. You need to recommend at least three. Okay, so if you think they need to stay away from donuts, soda, and cake, then go ahead and list those three and then why they should stay away from those particular things. Here are a list of the four clients that you are going to choose from. You only, the sixth and my seventh graders, you only have to choose one client to do a nutrition plan for. You do not have to do a nutrition plan for all four clients. You are going to choose one: Sam, Melissa, Jacob, or Tina. They each have something that they want to improve upon. For instance, Sam has high blood pressure and he would like a nutrition plan that incorporates foods that will help lower his blood pressure over time. Melissa has high cholesterol, so she would like a nutrition plan that's going to help her lower her cholesterol. Jacob, he wants to gain weight. He has an upcoming football season. He wants to put some weight on, so he wants to know some healthy foods that are going to help him. He wants to be on a healthy nutrition plan that's going to help him gain weight in a healthy manner. And then our last client that you guys can choose from is Tina. She has high blood sugar and will like a nutrition plan that incorporates food that will help lower her or manage her blood sugar over time. So again, you are choosing one of these clients to do the nutrition plan for, not all four of them. Okay. Moving on, so how you're going to turn in this project, you have two options. You can either do typically what we did for our fitness plan, where you can create a presentation using digital platforms such as Google Slides, WeVideo, Adobe Spark. I know a lot of you are getting familiar with Adobe Spark now. Or you can create a cookbook, Okay, so it has to include obviously all that information that we talked about previously, and visuals of the foods that they're going to be um, consuming. But that option is there where you can create a physical cookbook for your client to follow. So you do have those two options, and I listed some of the resources on what you can pull from. At the end of your project, whether that be that cookbook or a Google Slides presentation or whatever it may be, you need to include a written reflection. Okay, and within this written reflection, you need to answer these 5 questions. Describe it how effective your nutrition plan was and why. Describe how you think you did on your nutrition plan. What was your favorite part of this project? What did you learn during this unit and why is it important to your life? And the last question, how do you feel about helping individuals in the community with their health and wellness goals? So you're going to answer all 5 of these questions in written form, okay, at the end of your project. So that whether that be a cookbook, it's at the last page, or maybe the last slide of your presentation, maybe you have something typed and then you're talking about it as well if you want. You are going to you're going to paste the link to your project here through this turn in link. And if you have a physical copy of your cookbook, then you'll just turn that into me somehow and get it to me as soon as possible. The due date here is listed. It's January 10th, 2021. And you will be assessed on this inclusive rubric. So here's a rubric. So you want to know, okay, what am I being graded on? Or what do I need to have included in my project? Of course, everything is listed here, okay? And of course, you remember, guys, 6th and 7th graders, you guys are being asked 2 different things to what you guys are being expected of. So make sure you know the difference on what that looks like. Okay, you guys, this is an opportunity for you to be creative, to show your knowledge on what you fully understand about food. We went into detail on what are the foods that help lower cholesterol, what are the foods that are going to help lower blood sugar, what are the foods that are going to help you gain weight in a healthy manner, and so on and so forth. So use that information, use that knowledge when you choose your client and you create their nutrition plan. Be creative and make sure to add those visuals to your nutrition plan. What does that food look like? Things of that sort. This is an opportunity, you guys, to really, really prosper and show your understanding of the content. So again, if you guys have any questions on this project, you guys know, please, please, please email me. We could set up Zoom meetings, whatever you want to help you fully understand what you're being asked of in this nutrition plan project. Thank you guys so much and have a great day. Coach King out.